All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we go, game number 2. Will this be it? Effect versus Team Kinguin. Effect is up 1-0 here in this best of 3. Here for the SkinCoin WCA. If you type !SkinCoin in chat, you can get information on the giveaway going on. As well as go to SkinCoin.org. You can get check out the latest cryptocurrency on the esports market. You can trade in for your favorite Dota 2 as well as even CSGO skins. Again, that's SkinCoin.org. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by ZrRock here. We got the draft underway for game number 2 now. And we have a Necro Silencer for Kinguin. You had a Batrider Nyx Assassin for the other side. So, interesting start. We talk about the Batrider versus Necro matchup quite a bit. At least in the laning phase, he definitely can wreck that hero. So, we'll see if Effect is looking to make that happen. They get a Silencer, though, response to the Batrider. The idea of whoever gets lassoed, you pop the global silence and can have return damage and everything ready to go. But ZrRock, what do you think of the start to this draft here?
I mean, it's pretty standard. I'm not very surprised by any of this. Batrider, Nyx, super premium, Necro, also a premium pick. Silencer, generally if we see Silencer, we see him jam this early. Teams that want to run it seem like they value it very highly and will pick it early on in the draft, regardless of what gets picked later. So, pretty solid start. I mean, I think both these teams are pretty ready to be done for the day. I know Kinguin said they've been playing for like 9 hours solid of official matches. And that first phase got jammed pretty quickly there.
Yeah, definitely did. Again, the reserve time has barely been dipped into by both of these teams here. But now that third pick, that's when you'll usually start to see it used a little bit more at least. And for right now, Effect trying to think of what they want to go up against the Silencer and Necro. Again, you're pretty confident Necro, of course, is going to be core, but Silencer, more the support option perhaps. We're going to see an Alpha 9 Marauder and a Snap Pick Viper in return. How about that? It's almost like either they expected that or either way, Kinguin was pretty much going with a Viper pick no matter what.
Yeah, I think Kinguin just knows what they want right here.
10 seconds remaining.
We got the Necro. Not hard to know that you want that hero.
Remaining.
You know, this is what match number 8 that we've casted today here for the SkinCoin WCA, and Venomancer has been banned every single game. We have not seen Venomancer get through once. I'm proud of these guys.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
I'm okay with this Necro. Yeah. Venom's just not a lot of fun to have in a game. It's just kind of bleh.
Yet he's really good. There's a reason.
Very good.
There's a reason he's banned there. All right, 1:30 left of extra time for Effect, and the Mag Broodmother. I've heard.
So it begins.
Yeah, I've heard so much about this. We got to see him play it earlier in the event as well. Well, I think it might have been the previous stage even. We saw the Mag Broodmother, but
10 seconds remaining.
It's going to happen here. At least I would expect it to be in his hands. So whether or not he ends up mid or the off lane is still up for. Does he like match up better against Viper? I guess. Could he be mid or?
Oh, it's very, very good into Viper.
Okay.
Just any hero with no AoE and no actual stuns can just get ran over by broodlings. And you just have to run it mid because of the farming patterns you get when you get access to the ancients like you do. It's so value to put brood mid right now.
Yeah. So now Kinguin's like, crap. What do we do? You mentioned the idea of AoE clear stun. There's a hero that comes to mind for that. His name is Earthshaker.
It's really bad in lane, though. Like, it doesn't do enough damage to actually kill the spiderlings off early. Later in the game, sure, that works great. But, yeah, I don't know. It's rough. Like, Sand King's pretty good.
Radiant team back.
Well, it's going to be an Earthshaker. They better, like, if this is Brood mid, this is okay if it's offlane Shaker, because he'll get the levels eventually. But you're still seeding your first, like, 10 minutes to the Broodmother. They still have their 4-roll open, though, if they want to run offlane Shaker.
10 seconds remaining.
Trying to think of a 4. I mean, Earth Spirit is fairly good into Brood. The Boulder Smash can peel the spiderlings off long enough for you to get away. It does damage to them, so then they have to scatter, and they can't all be stacked up on top. I could see that being all right here.
Yeah, both teams are actually having a curious finish because not only the 4 position for Kinguin very likely, even if not a 3, but Effect is probably needs their support left unless they just plan to run a Batrider support and instead go with a different laner here. But final picking a support feels always a little bit weak if you're left to that option, but again, it's...
I feel like Dazzle could just be insane for Effect here.
The Shallow Grave against
Reaper Scythe.
Yeah.
Just a slow that can let Broodmother get onto things. I don't know. It just seems like it'd be very nice. Even just saving someone from the Echo combo.
That's a good point, actually. Why don't we see more Dazzles against these Necro lineups? The Shallow Grave being able to save the Reaper Scythe target seems like it's actually a really good tool, but we never really see Dazzle.
People just decided the hero was bad.
Yeah, I guess so.
5 seconds remaining.
So who do you ban here for Kinguin? It really is. They could go a plethora of directions. Like they could run the Batrider support. They could even run a Mirana support technically. Hell, we saw that earlier in the series. They really wanted to do that, but is there a hero that's like just want to make sure not to play against this one? And whoa, Nature's Prophet. Okay, he made it all the way. Ends up being a final ban.
If they run support Bat, Lifestealer actually looks really good here.
For Kinguin or Effect?
For Effect.
10 seconds remaining.
So get a Lifestealer for the safe lane then.
5 seconds remaining.
Like Viper Strike sucks to play into, but the rest of that lineup you kind of just eat.
Well, Kinguin, 45 seconds before they have to choose. Mentioned the idea of an Earth Spirit. The Sand King was banned. So Effect, similar logic. Possibly either a 3 or 4 hero. Interchange. Something like Puck is still on the board.
Beastmaster.
Okay, we're going to go Beastmaster. So Earthshaker will be playing the 4 position himself. They get Beastmaster here instead. Bring Split Push as well as Lockdown.
10 seconds remaining. 5
So now
seconds
Effect.
remaining.
It's going to be...
You may now
That
select
also
your
works.
heroes.
So just the more aggressive version of a Dazzle. They can still save people from the Reapers by just disrupting them. Save people from the Earthshaker combo. They can always use it to make Cancer Illusions of Mirana in the late game and just siege buildings. I can get behind the Shadow Demon here.
I know you weren't here for the first series, but Mouse, they actually ran Mirana Shadow Demon combo in the first game. And it started off very, very well. The disruption setups into arrows is a free arrow, of course, for that Mirana, and definitely some big kills to come from it. The biggest difference there was they ran it as a 4-position Mirana.
I'm going to say they lost, though, right?
They did lose, yeah. So that happened, but... wait, did they lose that game? They might have won.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, they did lose that game.
Lost that game.
So, but man, 2 Shadow Demon games in the same day. That's a hero that's just completely
coming back.
Died off for the longest time. I don't know if I'd call it a comeback, but don't call it a comeback. Oh, we are seeing it here. And as you pointed out, kind of the aggressive version. That's a good way to look at it. Still has that saver against the Reaper Scythe. And Demonic Purge. It's a nice tool. It's also removing that Ghost Shroud even, so.
It's just a little interesting, though. Like, yes, it sets up for Arrow. That part's cool. But the rest of his kit doesn't do a lot here. Like, Demonic Purging somebody in a team fight isn't going to be some type of game-breaking thing. It's not like you're Demonic Purging a Lifestealer and he can't catch anybody.
True. Mag Broodmother, though. Fun seeing that. He's on the Quelling play, a couple of tangos. He actually went the Blightstone here. Did he? Yeah, he webbed the middle, but we've seen this before where they may web the middle just to kind of keep Kinguin guessing as far as where he's going to end up. Silencer
is awkward.
This is really awkward.
They don't have vision of him.
Nice arrow. Oh, they didn't have vision. You're right. Behind the trees. Now they turn their attention.
So weird.
Impale. No! He tried so hard. That was definitely some good moving there from Elisa. And now Nick's assassin in trouble. Oh, no. Yeah, it's not going to matter, even if he does zero there.
First blood.
After all
I thought that Fisher was like killing Silencer, and then they couldn't find him.
Yeah. And then they just went for Earthshaker instead. And they couldn't find it or finish him. I like how Elisa calls out good luck, have fun after all of that happens. Almost adding insult to that there. All right. So the start, strong for Kinguin. It is going to be the mid-Broodmother, though, versus the Necrophos.
No.
It's going to be an aggressive dual lane with the Mirana Shadow Demon.
Oh, yeah. But
This is interesting because Batrider just destroys Beastmaster.
Beastmaster did get the first blood, so he already has the boots with the Poor Man Shield. So pretty strong start for him.
Looks so weird with sticky napalm on him. He gets all glowy and translucent.
Oh, yeah, that looked gross. Yeah, that's weird. Batrider in that safe lane, as you mentioned, pretty good against Beastmaster, but decided to run him in the safe lane instead. And I assume that was a plan, maybe, but Kinguin doing the better response. And setting
Once he hits 2, though, they can like kill all 3 of these people. As long as Nyx hits a stun and there's 2 stacks of napalm. They don't really have great defense against the Batrider. They can kill him. You just right-click him during the Firefly, but yeah.
So, Broodmother hits level 2 now, but Necrophos just really playing very aggressive here. Running at him. Spawn some Spiderlings. Not really much, though, and the tower's already taken some pretty good damage, so Nisha playing this extra aggressive. Oh, that's an awkward pause. Okay.
Somebody fell asleep at their keyboard.
Gotta wake him up. No, but this Necrophos, though, he has a level 2 Death Pulse back up. Are there any sentries down? I don't think so. No, I don't see any sentries here.
And this is the right way to play against the Brood. Brood can't do anything to you until about level 3 after a lot of time, or level 5. So just getting a ton of free time here and really abusing that fact. He's eating a lot of tower hits, though, without needing to.
Every time it seems like he sees Brood, he just puts an auto attacks on him. Gotta run in there. It's another Death Pulse. So Broodmother, I just want to say he has to be a little careful here.
Radiant structures
Like, yeah, look at this tower damage. It's already at half life almost.
And Brood not able to get the regen because of Heartstopper. It's like negating the web regen perfectly.
Runs back in. This is an interesting middle lane to watch, and I was just about to say, I mean, maybe he needs a little bit of help, and sure enough, Shadow Demon rotating over, but as soon as Necrophos sees that, he falls back. Gets some delivery from the courier. And it'll run right back in. Broodmother manages to hit level 4, though. So it's going up a little bit. I'm sure I'll get the level 2 spin web. Unless they go into Necrophos here. And he knew this was coming. Pale stun, he got the Ghost Shred off, though, and Mag is not going to commit towards further, especially now with this rotation from the dire side. King R, he's caught initially. Manages to skirt on out, though. Arcane's Curse on him still. Wears off, and now Kesor. He's in trouble. Probably dead.
Spiderlings go.
There you go.
My fault.
Mag gets off the spawn Spiderlings.
Yeah, it was interesting because Mag couldn't run those spiders through. They didn't have unit walking because they took damage from Silencer. So he was just holding them back way by the tower until those were available to use again, really, and then just ran him at Kesor.
Batrider.
Casser.
Yeah, I don't even know how to say it now. I'm just confused myself. Sadoi, pretty sure that's how you say that. He's being run down by the Viper. Getting a little bit of regen, and it's going to barely be enough, it looks like, to stay alive. Viper needed one more auto attack almost, but did not want to dive too far. Scary against that Batrider. So he'll be fine. Viper, though, overall is having a pretty good time here at the bottom. And then you have Beastmaster. He's having a very good time. The top 3 CS all belonging on the dire side. Outside of Broodmother kind of getting in there a little bit. Mirana, she's doing all right, though. She's also kind of keeping up, so it's pretty even amongst all of them.
Fine.
My spirit echoes.
Now Broodmother hits level 5, as does Necro.
This is just the way Broodmother mids go. First few levels suck. Then it gets a lot better in the lane, and then you can start taking Ancients, and then it gets way better.
Yeah. Shaker just running with the illusions here. Broodmother still has that sentry, as Necrophos choosing not to commit to putting a sentry ward down himself, figuring he doesn't need it here. Top lane, Batrider coming up top. He's level 3. Oh, he's just going to try to do the stack. That's what he's up here for. This is a pretty massive stack. Wow.
They rotated so many people up here to steal this.
Yeah.
They absolutely do not want this to be able to be taken by this Kinguin squad.
Shadow Demon going a little bit too far up, but now maybe a turn on the Patos. He throws out the Wild Axes, not enough damage to take out Shadow Demon, and Patos has to run. Firefly's active. They get the arrow landed. He's still juking and jiving himself. Shadow Demon in the back lens is still running as well. Nisha's here now. Don't go too deep in. Bill does hit. Batrider will finish the job. Reaper Scythe. Not enough damage on a King R, though. But eventually the Fissure comes out for the kill in the end there.
Although the edge still goes to Kinguin there. They got 2 out of that. And hold their stack for the moment.
Yeah, I think that's really an important thing, too. Okay, so they did get Shadow Demon. Batrider ports back up, though, and is like, all right, let's go stick napalms again. But they're going to see this now. Yeah, that's not going to work.
And if anything, this could have weakened the stack a little bit.
The prize is mine.
Gets pulled out by Silencer, so I'm not going to have the desired effect there. But that's probably just going to go Shrine up and keep poking at it. Wow, he is really going to commit to trying to take this.
Yeah, he really wants it. But Firefly's running off, so you can't do that.
Mine.
And now there's 4 heroes up here for the Dire State. Look at Necrophos rotating back over. They're just going to do it. They're like, all right, we're tired of this. Let's just take it. So it's actually going to be done by Kinguin in the end. Again, making a pretty massive rotation this early on in the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Do
under
so,
attack.
Broodmother.
It's giving Brood a lot of space.
Yes, it is.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All right, so what build are we seeing on Broodmother? Is this the
Dire's
Radiance game, the
structures
Orchid
are
game?
fortified.
Well, we know he likes to go Radiance, but I think Orchid's just better in this game. Being able to actually get on the Necro and potentially kill him seems too value. Oh man, Necro just got like 6 of the Spiderlings there with that Death Pulse.
Yeah, Necro seems pretty good in this matchup. He seems,
It's one of those things that if Necro gets ahead, it's a
Radiant's
problem,
middle
but
tower
at the same
is under
time, if
attack.
Mag just farms Ancients with these and then runs them all in as a cluster for a concerted kill attempt,
Dire's
Necro
bottom
can just
tower
die to
is
it.
under
Okay.
attack.
It's a very back and forth matchup where Necro has the edge on paper, but in effect, all it takes is 1 stun from King R with a bunch of Spiderlings and they can bring him down.
wrap around bottom
Missing
lane.
the stun, not really the best start.
There's the Primal Roar. She has a leap, but she can't get turned, so she goes down, but Necrophos gets a turn kill in the middle lane, as you're talking about.
Soloed him.
Yeah. They're running him down now. Ghost Shroud's up, though, and he's just going to keep on running. Flame Break will push him over the ledge. A nice push back there. And actually, Nisha does melt. There you go. You see the Spiderlings
Flame break.
on top. Yeah, that Flame Break. Without it, they do not get that kill. It was a Mirana
Radiant's bottom
at
tower
the bottom lane.
is
So
under
I was
attack.
watching Mirana when that happened. I mean, Necro, I saw a lot of heroes around Necro, and all of a sudden, Nyx is dead.
Nyx missed the stun and had Necro
Radiant's
blocked in the
top
tree
tower
line.
is under attack.
And he
Okay.
kind of tried to keep him blocked for a little too long, got out 2 Death Pulses, and then just Reaper to the face.
Gotcha. Broodmother does have the Radiance queued up, by the way. So, likes that, as mentioned, kind of a flavor for him. Over the possible Orchid. Mirana. Did die there, slowing down about 2,800 net worth, but has phase music goes to Ring of
Radiant's
Aquila,
middle
and
tower is under attack.
Yasha coming out next.
Radiant's
So we talk about this
structures
combo,
are
the Shadow Demon setup, but again, with Mirana playing more the
fortified.
farming
Are scanning.
position here, they haven't been able to make much use of it yet. Is that something that maybe they could/should be doing, or is Mirana better off just farming here, you think?
I
Radiant's
mean,
middle tower
it's
has
either
been
or.
denied.
It depends on how they're feeling like the game's going. If they feel like they can rely on Mag to carry this game out, then you rotate the Mirana more and you make her more active. But I'm totally fine with letting it just kind of slow down and not using that combo as much. You also have Lasso now as well, so you can use Batrider in a very similar way, where you just, you know, pull somebody out with Shadow Demon and then run in and lasso them.
Yeah. This Hawk is sitting on top of Mirana this whole time. And you see them moving down, actually. But Mirana picks up that something's happening, falls back in time. And she'll be fine. Broodmother, Radiance check.
Almost Relic.
Sacred Relic almost here. 3,300 gold. Ooh, they're smoking. Going top. So, Mirana choosing to get involved now. Look at Viper, though. He's like, something doesn't feel right.
Radiant are
They
scanning.
scan the area the Radiant does.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Don't
attack.
see anybody. You're going to wrap around middle, maybe go for Necrophos, who just got the Invis rune. Now, actually, Mag could be in some trouble here. Ooh, okay, he gets away in time. Or does he? They find him. Reaper Scythe, dead. Broodmother.
Radiant's bottom
Before
tower
the
has
Relic.
Yep. So, Relic's going to be a little bit delayed now.
It was 80 gold away.
That was great rotation there. Great timing, even. And meanwhile, again, at the top lane effect, try to make a gank up here, but Viper just fell back and never gave him even remotely an option to go after him. So effect almost feeling like they maybe need to get something going here sooner than later, especially now with that death on Broodmother, who's still waiting to resurrect. A couple of seconds he'll be up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Reaper
attack.
Scythe once again. Nyx going in Vendetta. There is an Earthshaker nearby. I don't know if they spotted him. From their vision, currently they don't see him. Okay, they're going to go. Earthshaker's going to pop out, though. Spike Carapace will be used. Viper locked down. Arcane's Curse, no Global Silence just yet. They do take out Viper, but at what cost now? As the rest are going to run. Sadoi going up. Nisha, he's in pursuit. Does not have Reaper Scythe yet. Not going to matter for our Zeke, though. And make it a 1-for-1, but only getting the support after the Viper kill.
Yep, they're going to be just fine with that. It's more room for Mag. Got a big kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And now they're going to push the top tower. Beastmaster, by the way, committing towards the Necronomicon.
Radiant's top tower.
In fact, I think he has it being delivered level 1. Yep, that's an expensive courier. So has the Necronomicon coming along.
Dire's middle
It's going to
tower
let them
has
hunt
fallen.
Broodmother. Once it gets to level 3, it
Radiant's
gets that
top
true
tower
side
is
up.
under attack.
Well, that's true. This game is actually a really strong item. For that purpose alone, as you said. But this, he's trying to counter ward over here. Earthshaker is trying not to let him, but Shadow Demon going to disrupt him. Knows that ward's here, and
top tower is under attack.
it's just a matter of actually taking care of it. He's going to walk back up. I mean, that Hawk sees him. He's got to be scared doing it, so he's going to leave it up for now. But again, the Radiant side, they know they have vision there.
Radiant
And Broodmother
structures
just
are
going to
fortified.
continue to farm a little bit more
Radiant's
towards
top
finishing
tower
that
is
Radiance.
under
Top
attack.
secondary tower, though. Definitely going to fall here. Deny. Ooh,
Radiant's top tower has
just a
fallen.
little bit too early on that deny attempt from Aphanine. Meanwhile, Nyx Assassin. Okay, well, he finds Viper, but he's not killing him by himself.
Pretty tanky Viper.
Yeah. So I don't know what the game plan is here.
Take the big creep, stun him, and run.
Here you go.
Dire's bottom tower is
Oh,
under attack.
thought that was a play. Just going to chill on him for now and just going to be the mobile ward. The Dragon Lance is now delivered.
He's only got like 8 more seconds on Vendetta.
Yeah, he has to get out. All right, well, Mag does have the Radiance now coming. So not only has the Relic, but the Radiance in full. Forest Staff, meanwhile, finished by Necrophos. And his own Radiance is coming too now.
I mean, the Necro is actually ahead of the Brood right now. That is not where you want to be.
No.
Earthshaker just
Dire's
echoes
top
all
tower
those
is under
little
attack.
spiderlings. He's just like, screw it, I want my blink. Echoed like 20 spiderlings.
Huh. Well, he has 1,800 now. I don't know what he had before that, but he's
Not 1800.
not 1,800. Yeah, less than that.
Yep. Yep.
He's almost there now, so I guess to get towards that
totally
blink.
worthwhile.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
And it also
tower
slows
is
down
under
Brood a
attack.
little bit.
Yeah, you're
Having
just
all those
looking for
firelings.
any way to get your blink dagger at this point. Like that huge stack they were fighting over top.
Radiant's
If he had
bottom
Echo,
tower
he would have
has
just echoed
fallen.
that stack.
Haste.
Dire's
So
middle
now
tower
Broodmother,
is
he
under
just got the
attack.
brown boots finished. Or picked up, even going to be delivered top lane. Disruption into an arrow, but there's all these TPs. You do not
Radiant's
fight
bottom
this.
tower is under
Run.
attack.
Run for your lives. Oh, the fish was in the wrong area.
Mirana leased it.
Okay. Looked like he thought they were to the left. The Hasten's going to be wearing off, though. Still running in. There is a shrine here. Nyx Assassin also nearby. They see that, but they get all those rotations and nothing out of it, though. Middle
Silencer's so dead. Oh, no.
lane. Yeah.
You were hardly the banquet
That was
you
that
made
was an
out
easy
to be.
find.
Take us.
Can't really do Roshan, though. I guess they could, but
It would be extremely
Yeah.
slow.
that and not really worth it on what you're going up against. So instead, pushing up the middle lane a little bit. Ooh, they find Earthshaker here. Nyx Assassin again, pings it out. This time he has support nearby. Gonna open.
Wow.
Impale, though. That wasn't even close.
This is getting real rough. These impales have been off the mark pretty consistently
Oh!
all game.
And that's not what you want either. He lasted the creep. He lasted the freaking creep. And now it's the
Been a
noise.
long day
right
at
down.
Dota, man.
Oh no. It's falling apart. Nisha, he's still running at them. Affinage. He'll leap away elsewhere. Where's Mag during all this? He's back in the middle lane. So they get a couple of kills out of it. Yeah, that was, I don't know. I mean, maybe they could have killed it if they actually lasso Necrophos. Batrider, we know how much damage he can do, but let me see a misplay. Results in 2 of their deaths. Viper, a Hurricane Pike is actually almost finished now. This is the thing with Broodmother, though. It's like, he's great at soloing, getting all this farm and everything, but I feel like he also needs an active team around him, pushing objectives, getting hero kills, etc. Or else he's not going to be that 4-1 carry, right?
Yeah, no, he's never going to be that way. He can shut down one enemy carry incredibly effective. Like, he can sit on Viper and basically make Viper useless. But you're right, he's not going to, like, out-carry the rest of the game.
None forget the bite of Viper.
Well, they find a free kill on Shadow Demon. Good news is he's only level 5, so he's up in a couple of seconds here. Oh, Mag. BKB is going to be finished soon. Definitely a nice item to have this game.
And gold are linked.
Waiting for the
Dire's
first
top
time
tower
to-
is
Is
under
just
attack.
so far behind, though.
Yeah.
Dire's structures
It
are
just
fortified.
feels really bad. Like, I don't know how Effect can actually win a straight team
Dire's
fight right
top
now.
tower is under attack.
That's what I was kind of getting at. It's almost like they're playing just around this idea of it's going to be a 4-1 strategy, yet Broodmother's not the hero to do it around. So, yeah, Mirana's trying. It's not like he's not trying to get farm, but
Dire's
definitely
top
pretty
tower
far
is
behind. I
fallen.
mean, they get the top tower kill. Is pushing out this top wave. Has a Manta style coming, so
Beastmaster has Necro 3 already.
yes, he does.
As soon as this flies in, I'm pretty sure anyone in this game is a solo kill. Brood's close,
Radiant's
but the rest of the
bottom
people you can
tower is
literally
under
just run up
attack.
to, roar, pop the book, and kill them. They find
Mag.
Brood.
So Mag got greedy there. Went for a last hit with a Spider Sting, and he ends up going down.
Taste your own.
Summon Spiderlings, whatever it's called. Spawn Spiderlings. Anyways, he's dead for 50. No Reaper Scythe kill. That's a saving grace, if anything. But over here, they get Beastmaster, though. Okay.
Radiant's middle
No
tower
How
lasso
much
is
even
damage he
under
did to
attack.
that tier 3, though?
At the
Dire's
bottom
top
lane. Yeah,
tower
wow, that is a
under
lot.
attack.
Global Silence going to be used. Dust comes out. Batrider Reaper Scythe. It's not going to kill him initially. Disruption will be used after the fact. Trying to save him, but the Echo Slam comes out on top of the illusions as well.
Disruption to murder him?
Yeah.
Radiant's
Kind of look at
middle
it that
tower
way in
is
that
under
case.
attack.
You know, this middle secondary. Yeah, you mentioned tier 3 bottom, though. It's only at under 300 life even.
Yeah, it's basically dead.
middle.
Radiant's
Nisha will
middle
get credit for
tower
that
has
kill as
fallen.
well. So Mag's back up. But the game plan of Effect just continues to be, you know, what is it? Get some pickoffs, sure.
Haste.
Easier said than done,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, their lineup had to win some lanes.
Beastmaster has a blink almost finished. Well, kind of. He's 700 gold saved up, so he's working towards it. Darn it, he's trying. Brother will just continue to farm, so just try to create more space for Mirana, and well, Mirana just going to try to be active going towards Viper at the top lane, but I mean, even if they catch him.
Brave. Yeah, I don't think they kill him, even if no one ports and
Yeah, you could just tell Effect is just desperate, right? They're really just trying to reach for something.
The
Yeah,
prize is mine.
they're feeling the fatigue a little bit, I think.
And so that comes up short. Meanwhile, Necrophos, Lincoln's is now almost finished, so he does not go the Radiance. Just going to go Lincoln's instead. Yeah, probably better, it sounds like.
I mean, Radiance is great for forcing spiders to fan out, maybe grabbing a few extra spiderling kills, but your goal is to win the game. And if you just don't get lassoed, I don't think it's very easy to lose the game from this point.
Yeah. Nyx Assassin, not going to survive through this. Reaper Scythe will finish the job.
The stench of
And Nisha,
death is upon
Mana
you.
starts kicking in quickly. Shadow Demon, he puts on a Earthshaker. Unfortunately, he's going to run into a couple more heroes. And our Zeke is also going to get picked off, so just a chain of kills happening, a double kill streak for Nisha. And now they ping out the middle lane. As they saw, that's where Mag was. Trying to find anyone in the area. They're even scanning over here. The Radiant plane is so safe that their vision's very lacking. They have a couple of wards aggressive in the tower jungle, but really unable to make use of that right now. Seems like they need more defensive wards at this point.
Then
Viper's not even here, and they're
Radiant's
posturing
bottom
this
tower
aggressively
is
on the
under
side of
attack.
Kinguin.
Radiant structures.
They have
are
to use a
fortified.
vulnerability for the bottom tier 3 tower. That's the army of Beastmaster applying a little bit more damage. Would have killed it if it wasn't for that fortification. So force it out. That's going to be on cooldown now for another just under 5 minutes here. That's plenty of time for Beastmaster to just keep on doing that. And just another thing that Effect is having to deal with. The Manta style almost finished on Mirana at least. So there's a slight positive again. Oh, Death Pulse doesn't kill them, but okay, they catch Necro, or are they the ones that got caught? I think they're the ones that got caught in the end. Sidoi trying to Firefly over the ledge. That ain't going to work. Nisha just runs him down. Mag sitting on top of the Silencer, trying to kill the Silencer. He will kill him barely, but at what cost? Now he's in a bad spot himself. Insatiable Hunger, healing up, sitting on top of Viper now. Viper pretty tanky. BKB wears off, though. Nisha still has a Reaper Sight, jumps in, but the Disruption comes out with the save. That's what we're talking about from the beginning of the draft, but now Mag, he needs to somehow continue to run out of here. He actually turns onto the Earthshaker, and he will help set up the kill onto him, and now Nisha, though, pops a Ghost Shroud, throws out the heals. Down goes our Zeke, and Mirana just has to keep on running. Viper, pretty low on life himself. Shrine pop? Oh, that Shrine, though. The Manta style. And Nisha might be going a little bit too deep now, actually. As Mag gets on top of him, Nisha's going to fall. And it works out for the Radiant team somehow.
Reaper Scythe didn't connect. Echo was
Radiant's
used
middle
only on
tower is under
Batrider,
attack.
and honestly, you got Mag in a spot where he's 1v1ing Viper, which is his dream scenario right now. Incapacitating Bite is so good against the enemy's right clicker that there's just nothing that Viper could have done there.
Yeah, maybe Kinguin feeling a little too comfortable with the situation. Whatever it is, it definitely opens up a little bit of room now for Effect here in game number 2.
It showed a glimmer of life. I mean, I'm not putting too much stock into that yet, but it did get Mirana almost back online. She's got half a Diffusal now, full Manta. She's getting to the point of relevancy, and that matters a lot.
That was a Beastmaster kill. The bottom lane. Nyx Assassin and Batrider do come together this time. Up here, nope, just farming some creeps. But nice finding Beastmaster. He could, obviously, as we mentioned, he's trying to really keep that pressure at the bottom tier. Nisha, by the way. Oh, they put the sentry down. They see Matt coming in. Takes off the Lincolns. The Necrophos a little bit too far to commit to. And now F9 just kind of sitting in the Roshan pit. Has a haste rune bottled up. Actually going to activate the Moonlight Shadows as Batrider tries to find the Earthshaker. Arrow will barely miss. And the Illusion's just sitting on top of Nisha now from Broodmother here. But now, Nisha, excuse me, is going to be going the Shivas here for a follow-up. Maelstrom finished on Viper. And actually, Kinguin going to try to make a play, almost bait out the Necrophos here as they're smoked up. Playing around him in the middle lane. There's no outer towers remaining. Radiant's burn is turned off from Broodmother currently.
Yeah, it's too late though. They already saw it.
Oh, they did. Pop the BKB at least. He got that off beforehand. Insatiable Hunger as well, but the locked in with the Primal Roar is still strong. And Mag does fall. 75 seconds he's dead for. It does have a buyback. Our Zeke nearby. He too is going to fall. Reaper Scythe on him, and he's dead for a full minute now. As the kill secures a top lane, the secondary tower, a little bit of pressure, but they TP in. And they're going to respond here. Elisa, though, maybe scouting a little bit too far. Yep, he's in trouble. 4 steps away initially. 4 step from Sidoi, trying to chase. Had a lasso. Couldn't get it off, though. Do they have a stopper? They do with the fissure, and Batrider falls. Oh, no. That's got to hurt. And now their tier 3 is definitely dropping at the bottom.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They'll probably get both.
In the
They'll get mid and bot. They should be able to get both melee racks here.
Got it.
There's the
Necronomicon there. There's the buyback as mentioned on Mag. So he'll try to defend the melee racks, though. In trouble. That was a kill on Silencer. Okay. Well, Nyx finishes him off at least.
Out of my way. Radiant's middle
But the melee racks goes down, and Necrophos still feeling pretty good. Batrider's not up for another 10 seconds. But they get the melee and get out. Yeah, that fight there. A couple of different areas.
Yeah, they also got the bot tier 3, so that's a huge gold lead for them. That's a nice pressure advantage in middle. It really slows down any attempt at pressure from the Brood if they wanted to go with a split push route. So, I mean, what a big pickup for Kinguin. That was what they really needed.
So reset, farm some more. Smoke up from Effect. Another
Radiant's
play here.
bottom shrine is under attack.
Really trying to catch anyone that he can. Broodmother will just open, however, in the middle lane. And that Hawk. Here we go. Sidoi's going to jump in, catches Viper. Necrophos nearby, though, spams the heal. The Reaper Scythe coming out. The Echo Slam on top, and the Radiant team is no longer alive. And multiple heroes. Mirana just barely escaping from Kekor here on the Earthshaker. And actually is going to be able to kite him, but GG is called as they take out Mag in the front lines anyways. We're going to a game 3 with Kinguin versus Effect here in this best of 3 series. The Broodmother could not make it happen. It eventually felt like a funky draft. Again, they really had one idea in mind, and as you really pointed out, they needed to do much better in the laning phase for that to truly work there.
Like, your Mirana ended up 6-1-1, but still, it just felt lackluster. So many of those kills didn't come till it was almost too late. Yeah, the Brood just seemed a little too all in that game, I guess, with the way they drafted around it. If they didn't win at least 2 lanes, it was just going to fall flat.
Yeah. Well, guys, want to get into it ASAP here. The players I know as well. It's getting late for them, so we'll get the Game 3 lobby up and get things going here for the SkinCoin WCA. So again, I'm BreakyCPK, joined by ZrRock here. Stay tuned. Our third and final game of the night coming at you. Effect versus Kinguin. We'll be right back.